Hello, Lilian here. Welcome to the Journey of the Fool. Now we are on stage 4 in the journey. So we are going to the lady. Yeah, that's card 3. And we're on stage 4 since we started with 0, the Fool. And now we're going to go dig a little bit deeper in this one to continue our journey. So I'm going to read about what it symbolizes and what we can do, and then we do meditation. So I hope you're all good. And we got a full moon again. Lovely. So I'll start reading about the lady and how the journey is. So about the lady in the journey of the Fool, after encountering the male and female sides of himself, the Fool now encounters the feminine force of nature in the form of the goddess, who nurtures the seed in her earth womb and brings it forth to life and reabsorbs it in death to await another spring. Bit like the leaves of the trees fall down and the seeds fall from things, and then they are born again in the spring. In the autumn now, where I am now, the leaves are falling and the seeds are going down into the planet, to Earth. She who is the changeless and ever-changing face of the moon, she who turns the wheel of the stars, the Fool is forced to recognize that there are power outside himself. He must come to terms with living in the manifest world and learn how to interact with it. So the thing is, on this journey now, is to realize that there are actually other forces outside oneself that we might not be aware of and that we need to learn about. And learning about it can actually be on the journey to become a bit more wise and understand what is really important in life. So the lady, number 3, is the goddess. It actually, the picture depicts the goddess of Earth, Mother or Mother Nature. She wears a blood red dress and holds in her arms the good things of the harvest. You can see she's done a good harvest. Her bounty. She's crowned with a circlet of stars and stands in a meadow while hair frolics at her feet through primroses, violets and daisies. And you see the hair. It is there, just next to her. Bluebells and marigolds. The sun and the moon are both visible in the sky behind her. The top border of the card shows an apple bow on which the blossom, bud and fruit appear at the same time. Bees hover along the border of the card. So you got bees and butterflies and apples and flowers and the corns, the harvest. This is a beautiful picture, isn't it? It's lovely. The symbolism is that the lady is the goddess, the feminine energy behind manifest nature, the bestowed of fertility and creativity, who brings all seeds to fruition. Humankind's earliest deity was the Great Mother, who gave birth to the cosmos and nourished it with her milk. Even the distant stars were seen as drops of milk from her breasts, hence the name of the Milky Way. How good is that? Now we know why it's called Milky Way. They are milk that feeds us, apparently. Our ancestors saw themselves as part of nature, children of the Great Mother, along with the earth, the heavens, the animals and the plants that existed alongside them. Creation was related in a single whole, a different concept for modern humans, but one we in the craft try to recapture. So just understanding that we are part of cosmos. We are born thanks to this planet and the universe. So it's very good to be grateful for that all that exists. Yeah? The lady is the mother of all things. Seeds are sown in her earth womb. She brings them to life and nurtures them into growth. From this bounty, men and animals are fed and nourished. She presides over the whole cycle of being, planting, growth and harvest. She is the bringer of life, death and rebirth. At the harvest, the seeds and the dead are laid back into her womb so that she may bring them to yet another cycle, another year, another harvest. For many thousands of years, the goddess was seen as the single source, one capable of constantly generating and regenerating without the aid of any other side agency. This is the original meaning of the word virgin. The great goddess is often pictured as a queen bee, as it was once believed that bees were self-fertilizing and were therefore associated with virginity. The Romans believed that the beekeepers would be celibate, and legend has it that bees will not sting a virgin. The apple bow in the border of the card represents immortality, the passage of time, the turning of the wheel, and the mysteries of the goddess. When cut in half, an apple shows the pentacle. It's a magic thing inside the fruit. It shows a pentacle at its heart, containing the seeds. 5 is one of the sacred numbers of the goddess, symbolizing the 5 senses, the 5 ages of man, the 5 stations in her year: birth, initiation, consummation, repose, and death. The apple tree may also be seen as having 5 stations in the year: the blossom in spring, ripe fruit at Lugnasa, as a symbol of the setting sun in the west at the point of the autumn equinox. At Samhain, the journey through the underworld, contact with the other worlds, divination and intuition, and the bare tree being wassailed at midwinter, the time of the sun's rebirth and the promise of the waxing year to come. Several traditions have a myth connecting to the tree of knowledge with the fall of man from the innocence of the primordial state into the dualistic world and self-consciousness. On the other hand, eating the fruit of the tree of life can confer immortality through the cycle of death and rebirth. So believing in that you are immortal doesn't mean that you are immortal in the form that you are now, but still you are immortal if you believe in the bigger, way. And restore man to the lost paradise of wholeness and connection through the initiation into the mysteries of the goddess. Bran in Celtic myth was summoned by the goddess to enter the land of youth with a silver white blossom branch from Emain, in which the bloom and branch were one. The hill in the picture behind her there is Silbury Hill near Avebury in Wiltshire. It was constructed about 4,600 years ago and represents the womb of the goddess. Originally, a water-filled trench surrounded it. The full moon in late July or early August, Lugnasa, would be reflected in the waters so that it appeared a child's head was emerging from the womb. As the moon moved up through the sky, it appeared reflected at the breasts of the image, as though suckling. As the moon moved higher, the milk was released from the breast, as the moat reflected the moonlight. With the cutting of the umbilical cord, the signal was given to begin the harvest. How magical! Yeah? It's amazing. So, what can we do without Earth? With nature? We need nature. We can't live without nature. And we can't live without the planet, the stars, the moon, the sun, everything in the universe. We are part of it. So now, let's go into a meditation and just relax and focus on this picture. Okay? There. So, just take a deep breath. Breathe out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just breathe in everything in the universe. Breathe out everything from the planet. Just share it with yourself, with everyone. And just relax. Really relax. And think of this goddess. Think of it as the planet or as a goddess figure you have in your mind. Or just you are part of it. So you can be you. It can be somebody else important to you. Somebody who gave birth to you and who keeps you alive. And just think of all the harvest we can do during this full moon in September, where we are now. The second full moon in September we are now, actually. Magical. And just think of gratitude. Just be grateful for what you have, for what you get from nature. Be grateful for the water that is created by nature. Be grateful for the fruit, vegetables, meat, whatever you eat, that are created by nature, wherever it comes from. It's still nature, it's always part of it. And be grateful for how much knowledge we can get from the people a long time ago that was so close to nature and really worshipped everything around them, the trees, the sun, the moon, the grass, and themselves, their ancestors. And you be grateful for your ancestors. Just breathe and remember, whatever you are, if you're a man or a woman, you're still part of this. But right now we focus on the feminine side that is giving birth. But without men we wouldn't give birth, so we're all equal. But we take that next time. The man's side again. Now we're into this part of the feminine side. Just relax and be grateful to the butterflies, the bees and the apples, the flowers and the seeds. Everything that grows in the fields and are harvested now. Just be grateful for it. And be grateful that you are you and you are here and now. Because in your mind you are planting seeds for the future. And you have done it all your life. And everyone is doing it. And we can do this. We can grow. We can change. We can change our mindset. We can change the way we act or the way we do things or what we focus on. We can really change everything in life with our mind and what we focus on, what we appreciate. And imagine yourself giving birth to something new, but also doing it in a way where you honor the planet that we live on, where you take care of the planet, where you actually honor every living being on this planet, no matter what it looks like. Because everything and everyone is just as important as everything else or everyone else. It doesn't matter how a person lives their life or what they look like. They are still important in one way. We might not know it now, but it might come something later, a mystery. But just be aware of it, that everyone is important, and show respect to everything. That's the key to giving birth to something good. And honor the planet. And be you. Just plant some pictures in your head, however you want it to be, how you want to be, and how you want to live your life. It's good. You are good, and you are valuable. You are important, just like everyone else on this planet. You really are. Take a deep breath and think about it. And write down if you got anything that comes to your mind that you need to save for later. And then, when you're ready, take a deep breath and come back to the life you are in now, to the body you are in now, to the place you are in now. And just open your eyes and just think of this card, the picture of her and the stars and the Milky Way. It's amazing, really good. So that is amazing, and you are amazing. So that was number 4 on this journey, and I'm grateful that you are with me, and I'm grateful that you follow the path. So it's good to do it from the beginning, but you can do it all over again. If you watch this video and haven't seen the earlier ones, then you can go back and do it and do it again. So just wish you all the best along the way, and I wish you a great full moon day whenever it is you're watching it. But now it's the last full moon in August 2023 when this is happening. So have a good time. All the best to you, and I'll see you next time, next full moon. Bye.